Learn about 3 types of ETFs you can potentially use in your portfolio. Hey guys, welcome back to another Joyee Yang's Investing for Complete Beginners series. If you have previously seen my Stocks for Beginners or this ETF for Beginners, you know that I love to keep investing simple. In this video, I'm partnering with Harvest ETFs, a Canadian provider of investment solutions designed to help investors earn consistent income and enhance returns. I will cover 3 general investing goals and 3 types of ETFs that seek to meet these goals. The first goal is long-term growth, which means how your asset values and net worth may grow over time. The second goal is diversification with passive income. The focus on income and growth from a portfolio spreads your investments into different companies, industries, and countries. Third goal is passive income, which is the cash that you may earn every month while staying invested. I hope you find these helpful in your decision to build your own investment portfolio. Hit the like button if you're ready to start learning with me, and you can always use the comment section below to ask me questions about investing. Investing Terminology 101. What is an ETF? ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. In simple terms, an ETF is a basket of securities that hold different types of financial assets, which might include stocks, other ETF, bonds, and treasury bills. Instead of buying just one company, you are buying a fund that actually already holds many companies inside it and is managed by qualified institutional portfolio managers. So with just one purchase, you can access different companies and industries and the experience of sophisticated money managers like those at Harvest ETFs. These are among the top reasons why ETFs are appealing to beginners. You don't need to spend hours researching individual stocks or worry about picking the right company. But before you select an ETF, you do need to understand what's inside the basket. There are many ETFs available out there. Each ETF has a different purpose, so learn to choose wisely for your investing goals. Let's start with the first type of ETF that I want to show you, the growth ETF. Long-term growth-focused ETFs. Investors use growth ETFs to achieve long-term capital gains. Growth ETFs can be broad-based like an index ETF or can be a basket of selected stocks that are designed to help your portfolio grow in value over time. Some of the most popular broad-based growth ETFs in the world track the S&P 500 index. The S&P 500 is basically a list of the 500 largest companies in the US. When you invest in an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, your money is being invested into companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, and many other major companies that drive the US economy. So instead of trying to pick which tech company will win or which specific stock will grow the fastest, you're simply investing in the entire group of the largest companies altogether. This is one of the most time-tested ways to build long-term wealth. Historically, the US stock market has continued to grow as technology improves, business expands, and the global economy develops. This is also where the term growth stocks come in. Growth stocks are companies that are focused on expanding their business, developing new technology, and increasing their market share. Think about companies working on AI, cloud computing, software, and global technology infrastructure. These companies look to reinvest their profits back into innovation, which allows them to grow faster over time. And when you invest in an S&P 500 ETF, you are getting exposure to many of these growth companies all at once. Now, there are many different ETF providers that track the same index. For example, some of the most well-known ones include SPY, VOO, and VFE. Even though they all have different ticker symbols, they are all designed to track the same S&P 500 index. So the underlying companies inside the ETF are very similar, if not the same. I have made multiple videos going over Vanguard's S&P 500 index ETF, such as VFE. I believe more of you will be more interested in learning about the next type of ETF, so I won't repeat the same core lessons here. But you can always comment VFE and I'll send you the link to the detailed step-by-step walkthrough. So to summarize the first type of ETF, growth ETFs allow you to invest in some of the largest and fastest growing companies in the market. Therefore, it might be the growth factor of your investment portfolio. While you're holding and staying invested, you can also pay yourself by allocating a portion of your funds to our second type of ETF. Diversification with passive income ETFs. Here is an income ETF managed by Harvest ETFs. HDIF, the Harvest Diversified Monthly Income ETF. HDIF is designed to generate high monthly cash distributions, and its underlying ETFs are overlaid with covered calls. It also pursues a multi-sector portfolio strategy comprised of large global companies diversified across key sectors like healthcare, technology, utilities, and others. The concept of getting paid while you invest in ETFs is similar to dividend investing. HDIF pays a yield to its unit shareholders. It specifically holds units of other Harvest ETFs, and the underlying Harvest ETFs collect dividends. These dividends can be passed to the unit shareholder if the ETF is structured or designed to do so. HDIF is not. It pays a yield. Let me introduce my beginners to income ETFs. An income ETF is designed to hold a basket of assets that generate strong cash flow and then distribute that cash to investors on a regular basis. The basket can generate income using high-yield treasury bills, bonds, high-interest savings accounts, or options income strategies. I know these terms sound very technical to you if you are new, so let me walk you through an example. This is the Harvest Diversified Monthly Income ETF. So it is a portfolio of Harvest ETFs positioned to deliver monthly income. It's a well-diversified multi-sector portfolio which is comprised of several Harvest ETFs. Then on top of that, the ETF managers use options income strategies like covered calls to generate a high yield to distribute to the investors. At the time of filming this video, the annual yield is around 12.68%, which means for every $100 invested, you may receive around $12.68 per year paid out monthly, subject to change positive or negative. While you get paid regular monthly distributions, HDIF is also a diversified growth portfolio, as mentioned earlier. So this ETF is for investors who are looking for income but still want some growth. The goal of income ETFs is different from growth ETFs because growth ETFs is focused on increasing your portfolio value over time. Income ETFs focus on generating cash flow. These high-income ETFs usually don't grow as much in price compared to growth-focused ETFs, as the option strategy is designed to pay income and the growth ETFs may not. What I personally like to do is, when I receive a cash distribution, I reinvest it back into my portfolio. Because this is how you accelerate compounding, which is how you apply the snowball effect to your wealth. If you invest in both growth and income ETFs, you're not just relying on market growth, you're also using cash flow to continuously buy more assets. To summarize, the key benefits of income ETFs are designed to increase monthly passive income straight into your portfolio, provide cash for you to reinvest and grow your portfolio faster, and then eventually you can accumulate your retirement income and live on monthly distributions. I actually have a full tutorial explaining even more about how income ETFs work and which ones are most suitable for beginners versus more advanced investors. So if you want that breakdown, comment income ETFs and I'll send it to you. Now we have growth and income, but there is one more important piece missing in a truly sustainable portfolio. Let's talk about building a defensive strategy for your portfolio. Defensive with passive income ETFs. When we first started, most of us naturally gravitated toward the US stock market. So the focus now is to add a defensive asset to your portfolio while you still have growth and income simultaneously. One simple way to do this is by investing in the utility sector, but expand our investments to the global utility markets. Utilities are essential services that people use every single day. No matter what's happening in the economy, people still need these infrastructure and services to survive. That's why utility companies are often considered stable and defensive businesses. To further diversify your risk, consider a utility ETF that gives you global diversification, meaning a basket of utility companies from countries around the world. This is HUTL, Harvest Equal Weight Global Utilities Income ETF. HUTL gives you exposure to a basket of global utility companies across the US, Canada, the UK, France, and many other European countries. So with just one ETF, you are investing in companies across multiple countries. They may not grow as aggressively as tech companies, but they tend to hold value better during uncertain market conditions. In other words, we use the broader diversification ETFs as a defensive shield of our portfolio. An ETF like HUTL gives you a basket of top global utility and infrastructure companies so you can achieve diversification across countries and stability in your portfolio. At the same time, Harvest HUTL can also serve as a high-income ETF because it pays monthly as well at about 7.2% as of March 30th, 2026. So I see HUTL as a defensive strategy for income, which is a great addition to our portfolio at times of uncertainty. If you have been following my explanations so far, I'm curious to know, out of these three types of ETFs, which one is missing in your long-term portfolio? What action would you take? Comment to share your thoughts with me. Guys, this video is what I wish I had when I first started investing because I could have avoided putting my money into too many individual stocks and just use high-quality ETFs to save myself time and achieve stress-free growth and income. I hope you get the purpose of learning these three main types of ETFs and apply what you learned to your investing strategy. Make sure you hit the like button so the algorithm brings you more of these videos. Also, check out my free Investing for Complete Beginners playlist over here to continue your learning. See you in the next video.